What adventures are we into today? I'm glad you asked. This semi, if the electrical and the interior plastic was decent, I would actually like it. The handle that you pull the door closed with is in here, so no way to do screws directly into the door. There's one up here on the mirror, and otherwise everything pulls through the plastic. Plastic is junk, and this semi is 27 years old now. Basically, every screw on this back side broke out. Was a smaller clip. We're going to 1/4 screws now. Basically took some steel angle trim and cut it down where I could use that to kind of stick everything together and then fill in the areas that were broken out. We're going to use these John Deere clips. N283976. They're used on the drill row units, I believe. They're a little bit wider than needed, but they're long enough that they'll reach. If you can see, there was a notch here, and that was so that the clip that was on here before would reach. And then just got some socket head 1/4 3/4 inch long screws, and we're gonna try to patch this guy back together. I forget what the number is, but this is like $400 or something, I believe, through Freightliner. Is this misguided? Possibly. This is kind of what we're working with. The plastic just breaks. That's I think brass insert that was originally molded in. These clips are supposed to hook when you put the door panel on. Don't think they're critical. There's a clip here that's totally broken off that kind of holds the inside of that pocket together. Honestly, if this was a truck that I drove a lot, I would probably spend the money, since we put like 3,000 miles a year on it. Maybe we're going to try to patch it together first and see how it goes, but I don't know. I may end up having to spend the money on a new one eventually anyway, but right now I'm in $20 of hardware and a couple tubes of JB Weld, so we're going to see if we can make it go for a while. We're back together in all meaningful ways, and it's better than it was for sure. Everything back here is all tight. Before, when you grabbed this, you mostly were pulling on the panel, and all of this was kind of loose, and there was a big gap up here. That all seems much better. I do have one thing I need to fix. The little channel that lifts on the bottom of the window is super rusty, and I was going to maybe glue it back together and then launch the little bolt across the shop on the wire wheel, trying to clean it up. So I think those are pretty cheap, and we're just going to replace it. Is this going to be a good use of my time? It remains to be seen. It's better now. Will it last for a week, a month, a year? Who knows? Just depends if I got it reinforced well enough, or if we're just going to find the next weak spot in the plastic. I got to find some screws. I got a nice shiny plastic replacement